a while since I've painted, and I'm very excited to get back to the painting. As you can see, last time we left off, I had put all of the circumpolar characters from the Dendera zodiac within the circle, the top of the celestial sphere, so to speak, if you were looking down, or if you were in the center of the earth looking up. Of course, it would be, yeah, that's the way it would appear. So here they are. We had Tarawet, the wolf and the plow, Cepheus, the horse maiden, the mace man, and Ra. Horus is Ra on a bark. And these correspond to the constellations Draco, Ursa Minor, Cepheus the King, Cygnus the Swan, Lyra, and Hercules. So one thing that has been kind of difficult because of the way the Dendera zodiac disc is constructed, is that it was found in Egypt, and they had 3 seasons: Akhet, Peret, and Shimu. The flood, before the flood, after the flood. And yet there are 12 zodiac signs on here that are very Babylonian. So it is a perfect melding of the star knowledge of 2 civilizations, at least. And when I look at it, every time I delve into learning about one of the characters, it just takes me further and further back. For example, the lion. There are some beautiful carvings of lions from Göbekli Tepe. And of course, one of the earliest carvings ever found was a lion, a man kind of lion, an anthropomorphic lion. And of course, from cave paintings throughout Europe, lions, horses, and the ever-present bull. I think that's what really drew me into this particular artifact that I've been studying. And I guess that gives me a good opportunity to talk about what it is that these paintings do for me. For one, it helps me to survive. One of the outlets I've always had, as well as any artist, is just the immediacy between myself and the context of the painting, whatever it might be. Whether it's filling in a coloring page, or making a coloring page and filling it in, or doing something more complex or large. In fact, this has been really interesting to do this and then watch myself creating over time from the beginning to the end, because I've not worked on it unless I'm filming. So every single moment that I'm working on the painting, I'm filming it. And there will be several more paintings. I've got one that I'd like to start. I almost brought it out one day, but I really want to get dug into this painting and start it, get it to where it just, I'm not sure how right now. I know that I want the more modern, contemporary understandings of the constellation shapes to emanate from each one of the corresponding Dendera circumpolar constellations outward. I had played with making images in here, but I think it's busy enough with just this in the center and each one of the constellations kind of put around this room somewhere. I'm going to superimpose, maybe it lands here, part of it lands here. I'm not really sure. I'm really interested to do that. I'm in the process of trying to get my projector fixed so I can get that started. But today I'm just very excited to even be talking about the painting, getting back into this world. And with that, I have decided that I was going to go for a walk this evening before it gets too late and too cold. And I'll see you in a little bit. Alright, so I decided I needed to paint this white so that I'll be able to do the drawing on, and I'll have a lot more choices as to what colors I want to. It'll just be a lot easier to draw the characters. And that's a lot of characters for such a small space. I did think about making them even larger. But I really think that even if this is on the wall, in fact, it'll bring it more to the eye, this area. So it'll be right at the eye, it'll be easy to see. And I like the fact that this large space will come down to these 6 pictures. So take these off. Tore this one. Just fix it real quick. Fold all the tape in so they won't all stick together and get ruined. I'm listening to Shi Hang Yi. This one is called A Few Thoughts on Developing the Mind in the Shaolin Practices. Raharakte, it's on the bark on his throne in the underworld. Taurus, he's the hero, he's got the power of the sun and the Uraeus. And he's a shepherd and he's got life, very powerful. And here is kind of the opposite of Polaris. This one is the Star Vega. It's the Mace Man. kind of going a little bit light on the paint, just in case. I want to erase more and see the blue underneath. It's a really very nice blue, a little bit more green, and it would be really close to kind of an Egyptian blue. I might actually try to get a little bit more green over the blue. All right, I'll be able to do the drawing on you now. I think now I am going to put some hue on these outside walls. Alright, so I think I'll do one hue for the inner square and then add some more white and do that for the larger one. I might do a different kind of tone or something for the, I think I'm going to bring this down just a bit, put a little blue in it. Paint nut in there. Yeah, there we go. That was a little bit too peachy. Got a little bit of blue. Bring it down just a notch. Not really excited about that. It's kind of like a skin color. Let's see. I want it to look like sandstone. Some dried up orange. All right. Try it. It's not bad for an undercolor. We'll just go with that. I'm alright with that for right now. Just to get the white, some space, think about it. layers. I really like that color. It's very fleshy. Yes, it helps kind of give me some space in these areas, sense of what value I want there. I like that value. I'd like it to be a little bit brighter. I thought I would want it to be darker, but I think I want this outer area to be even brighter. Or maybe it needs to be darker. I'll continue thinking about that. Thank you for joining in.